top end is nutty. What's up, guys? Sitting here at baseball, and I just got a text message from my salesman. The new truck has officially landed. I wanted to be there for the whole truck to get delivered and everything, but unfortunately, he just sent me some pictures. It's at their dealership. It's going through the initial inspection, and tomorrow, we're going to get it. After a long wait for shipping, the truck is finally here. Today, we're going to go pick it up. Got the lovely Lauren accompanying us today. Let me see that. What do you think the majority of people think we went with? Dodge, Chevy, Ford. Surprisingly, a lot of people still commenting Ram, and I mean, I guess it's kind of a toss-up. A lot of people saying they wanted to see Ford as well, because we've really had everything on the channel, but this is a majority Chevrolet channel, because, you know, Chevrolet's the best. But anyways, yeah, not biased at all. Totally not biased at all. We're about to head to the dealership right now, so let's hit the road and get there. Guys, here we are, brand new 2024 Lightning. As you can tell, we are at the Ford dealership. It finally got delivered right here, all white. Check it out, check it out, check it out.
Step back, I think I'm gonna vomit!
I know I didn't even test drive a Tundra in the first video, but dude, look at this freaking thing. 1794 edition, charcoal gray, comes stock with like mud tires. Come look at the interior, come look at the interior. It's insane. Peanut butter guts. Oh my gosh, dude, it's literally perfect. Minus the fact that it's got a V6. We're not getting no freaking Tundra. For real, here she is. Had to pick up a black Ram. You know we had to go with the E-Torque because we didn't get a Ram. I know, I'm sorry. Once again, Ram is just not my thing. They make some really nice trucks. Some of them look really good. I'm sure they're powerful. I know they ride great. It's just not my thing. I just don't care for Ram. Older Rams, yes, 100%. We're gonna get one on the channel, but can't do it. I had to make y'all happy. Get the 6.2 ZR2. I actually didn't. I wish I did. Honestly, if I had the money to buy one of these, I would have picked this over what I did get, but it's not a Chevrolet. Sorry. Jokes aside, we're here at Ford. We did, in fact, go with an F-150. I know, heartbreaker, I know, but I think it's going to be awesome. We'll go over what I paid for it, financing, the whole truck, ins and outs, everything. Either way, let's go find it. Get inside, get some paperwork done, and check it out. So she was talking about, is it a base model? Because she's like, oh, it's like shorty. Like, she was cracking jokes. You can have roll up windows and stuff. And
you said base model. That's the only.
It is ultimate base model. I mean, there's no options checked. Well, 4-wheel drive,
ginormous screen.
But yes, digital dash and humongous freaking screen right here.
Cool.
So those come standard on the 24 models, no matter the trim model at all. So
really,
base model truck, you got the digital dash and the big screen. It's all baked in now. I told him not to wash it. Said don't take the plastics off, nothing. David was saying that unfortunately they did pop the center caps on. Those weren't on there, but it's all good. 5.0 F-150, 4-wheel drive, regular cab, short bed, 18 foot off the ground in the back. Dude, I'm stoked. Oh, glorious V8 goodness. So much room for activities.
Not so much room for
so much room for activities. They're working on finance and everything right now. We'll get into that later. Let's go ahead, key in. Horrible Ford door chime. Oh my gosh. There she is. 15.3 miles. Who been driving my truck? Dude, that is a monster screen.
We were in the era of like really big trucks, and now we're in the era of short, low trucks.
Yeah.
Fast trucks.
Dude, that digital screen is sick. Alright, we just need to put like 500 miles on it. Click that little 4-wheel drive button and absolutely foot to floor and experience it. I want to give it a little break in before you
4-wheel drive it.
Before I beat on it. And she is officially mine. We are doing a fill up, courtesy of the dealership, of course. And I got my boy over here pumping some fresh 93 in here. She's gonna be living the good life for sure. I'm so stoked. First little acceleration. Dude, I can't wait to floorboard this thing, but even just driving around, it's so freaking sporty feeling. It truly is just a four-wheel drive Mustang, this thing. Oh, blank canvas, great platform. I'm so freaking stoked. I will say though, we just filmed the Tundra little intro thing. Though the 1794 peanut butter guts, those trucks are freaking awesome. I would totally own one of those, no questions asked, even though I was picking at the V6 thing. They're still freaking awesome. We're sitting here with basically the 3 life choices of owning a truck. In front, lifted. Beside, electric, and soon to be race truck. That's pretty funny having them all together. I'm not even gonna pretend like I know anything about this, but it's definitely the closest I've ever been to one. That's freaking sick. The big screen peel. That came off so freaking smooth and crispy.
You're welcome.
That was nice.
It's on me.
Now it's nothing but fingerprints. All right, I can't resist anymore. We got 71 miles. We got to get on her a little bit. Oh my gosh, yes. I have missed the freaking 10 speed in that Coyote growl. Holy crap. Alright guys, this is going to be our first acceleration. Rear locker is on. We're just going to lay into her. Yo! This is a stock truck! Jeez, the top end is nutty. That's not even remotely floorboard. I mean, I was heavy in the throttle, but it's like the faster you go, the more it pulls. The Coyote and the 10-speed is just a match made in heaven. I honestly just can't get over how freaking fun this truck is to drive, but we're gonna quickly go over the finance part of this before I show y'all the outside and the inside in detail, because this thing has a lot of cool options that I wanna show y'all. As well as, holy crap, it looks freaking amazing now that we washed it. It's like a completely different color white, shined up so freaking good. So I'm gonna have a screenshot of this, our window sticker, up on right now. As you can see, all the different options and whatnot. Total MSRP is $43,780, which in the grand scheme of trucks isn't that bad, but I'm not gonna try to justify it. This should be a $30-something thousand truck, but just inflation, things getting added into the base models like the screens, they're gonna rise. And so unfortunately, this is a $44,000 two-door XL truck. Now, is it freaking awesome? Yes. Is that more than it should be? I think so. I fully expected going into the dealership to put down a hefty amount of money to get my payment sitting right, but turns out I didn't put any money down today, aside from the initial $500 that I paid to order the truck. It's a non-refundable $500, but it gets applied to the truck if you do in fact pick it up. I'm sure Ford loves people that don't pick up their vehicles and they just get to slide that $500 in their pocket. So anyways, I didn't add anything because I said, yo, I can add it, but if we ain't got to, if I get approved for everything, I'll just keep that money to myself. So I did get financed through Ford, and I got it at a 3.9% interest rate, which, if you know anything about interest rates, pretty freaking good right now. So you're gonna get finance charges. Your dealership might charge extra for certain different things, so your outcome could be a little bit worse or better than mine. But we have a 60-month term, and my monthly payment is $799.51, which I have not missed a truck payment since my last F-150 a couple years ago. I've not had one, and it's been great. But you know, we'll make it work. It is what it is. $800 a month car payment, and that, like I said, for 60 months. Obviously, if if you run it out full 60 months, you're going to pay back maximum interest, maximum amount. If you pay it off early, you can knock that down dramatically. Just paying extra at all could help. Now, as far as me not putting any money down, that also is a risky thing, because after all these charges and taxes and everything, you finance more than what the truck is worth, because it's worth the MSRP. Basically, it's less than that actually once you drive it off the lot. Anyways, so if you don't put any money down and you pull out in the parking lot and get hit by somebody, you're gonna owe your insurance money to pay the truck off. Now you could get gap insurance, which they offered to me, but I declined because I could have gave them $5,000 and had the truck down below MSRP, you know, the finance portion. Or if I got T-boned, I could just give insurance $5,000. Either way, I'm out to $5,000. So be smarter, do whatever. I don't care. So far, obviously, it's been like 5 hours. I'm thoroughly happy with my purchase. Like I said, I knew this thing was dirty, but holy crap, it cleaned up so good. It is looking absolutely amazing. That white is shining, making me happy that I did go with white. I almost went black, but I decided against it because I didn't want to punish myself doing that. Black looks so good, but it's just a complete nightmare to keep clean, and there was no good color options like a bright blue or red or anything like that, at least when I ordered. So figured we'd go white. It's easy to keep clean. It looks good with pretty much any kind of contrasting color, whether you go polished wheels or black wheels or whatever the case. White just looks freaking good. So yeah, I am happy with that. Obviously right now it looks like a complete work truck, because it is. I definitely want to do a ton of color matching on this thing. It's going to look so good, and I just love having the ugliest truck possible, because that's what you got a blank canvas for. You can just completely change it. It's going to be a great before and after. But there's really only one appearance package that you can get on these trucks, and that comes with chrome bumpers, which I definitely did not want to do, because these bumpers are ready to paint. We can go literally tomorrow and get these things color matched versus chrome. Most shops won't do it. The only thing that I did miss from that package is fog lights, which definitely sucks. I love my fog lights, but hopefully that's something we can add, whether it's Ford OEM or an aftermarket company. Either way, I definitely did not want chrome all over this thing, and I'm glad that I went with the black bumpers. But for the time being, she's looking like a little Ford Trail Boss or just straight work truck. The 24 front end is definitely up for debate for a lot of people. Some people hate it. I personally think it looks pretty good. I think the previous year probably looked a little bit better as it sits, but I think when we get done with it, it's going to look better. I really do like the headlights, believe it or not. So they are pretty much smoked from the factory. They're chrome, of course, but they're like a smoked chrome, so they don't stand out bad. They don't look cheap. I don't mind the orange. I definitely want to get this color matched with the grille and maybe smoke that out, but they're LED, they're bright. I don't mind them at all. It's kind of a throwback to what the freaking 80 model trucks, early trucks. I don't mind it at all. There was a couple different wheel options, but I didn't want to pay anything for wheels that I would just inevitably take off and replace. So we got the Steelies, the 17s. They're probably the lightest package you can get. So optimum for performance, which I'm not sure which route I want to go first with this truck. Do we go immediately slam it, all out performance, or do we just, you know, take a step back? I think we take a step back, enjoy it stock for a bit, see what she can put down, do some appearance stuff, and then maybe level it. Do we want to level it at first, rock some kind of, you know, mud tire on here for a bit, and then go low? Of course we want to boost this thing. That's the end goal. Of course we wanted to do that with my 21 F-150 that was a crew cab. Didn't end up happening. It's happening on this thing one way or another. It's freaking happening. But I don't know, I'm a little torn. I just want to take my time and enjoy this thing to the fullest. So I'm sure at some point it'll be slammed, at some point it'll be leveled. Which one comes first, I don't know. I know for a fact, first thing that's gonna happen is that muffler's gonna come off here, because you can't buy a V8 and then have it totally silent. So I've already actually got the muffler for it, but I'm waiting on the exhaust tip to come in. I'm stoked for it. But side of the truck's pretty much the same as previous years. You got new taillights, which I do think look really cool. They're already kind of blacked out, similar to the front. So that looks good. Then you got the rear bumper. It is black. Obviously, you do have backup sensors, halogen tag lights, which, come on, Ford. You do have a backup camera, which has a couple of different views, which is pretty useful, and it's obviously on that massive screen, so that's nice. But we're definitely gonna get this bumper painted. I'm not sure if on the lower trims they've always been single piece, but I think they used to be double piece, right? You just had the cap on this side, the cap on the plastic connecting them. This does have our trailer package or whatever, so got a hitch. This honestly probably can have the like maximum capacity of any of the trucks as far as payload and towing, because it is super light. This truck does have the 373 gears, which comes standard, which of course you got to have the biggest gears possible, but paired with four-wheel drive you can have traction and really good launches, so I am stoked for that. Your mirrors are heated. You do have blind spot monitoring, which is nice. It's all, you know, just comes with the truck. Didn't have to add it. This is not like Shorty where it's manual locks and roll up windows. You do have power lock, unlock, power mirrors, power windows. Really nice freaking screens. Holy crap, they're freaking awesome. That one, it doesn't do justice on camera. It's bizarre looking. It's so freaking big, but I am stoked for it. Biggest thing I hate about these trucks is the lack of adjustability in the seats. There needs to be a way to tilt the bottom. Ford, do better. You got electric parking brake. I don't know why I just said that slow. Cargo light, all your auto lights. Hopefully we can add fog lights. Windshield wiper. You do have the lane, I don't know if it's lane keep assist or it's just warning. It will steer for you if you start getting to the line, but if it goes over or whatever, it'll flash and go crazy and say help. But it does bounce you back and forth between the lines. Cruise control, obviously, yes. Chevrolet, take notes. Cruise control on all models. It is a bench seat, and we did get cloth. You can get vinyl, but I did not want to get vinyl, so we got cloth seats, vinyl floors. Hose this thing out when it gets dirty. It is a 3-person flip bench, a compartment in the bottom, which I did not know about, so that is nice because I thought it just didn't come with one. You've got a nice cushy place for your elbow, 2 cup holders, and a place for your phone, but this is sewn so it doesn't come up. Now I do have my phone in airplane mode, so it's not going to pick up CarPlay like typical, but it normally works really good. You do have a unfortunate key still. Come on, put push button in all of them. Either way, Coyote, come to life, please, sir. Oh yeah, really nice digital dash. Looks awesome. Yes, I know I'm not buckled up. Let's go in here. Look at that, 19.2 MPG. It has gone up ever since I've been driving. It started off saying I was like 320 miles till empty when it was completely full, and now it's at 357. I've almost used, I guess I have used, I'm going on a quarter of a tank. Either way, it definitely is going to get over 20 miles per gallon for sure once it's fully broken in, and if I can keep my foot out of it, that is. But yeah, 19.2, 73 miles, been driving for 2 hours and something. I'm stoked with it. Bunch of different things you can flip through here. If you have like GPS and stuff going, it'll direct you on here as well as, of course, on here. But dude, this thing is freaking amazing with CarPlay. It pulls up big screen. I'll throw it up on screen so y'all can see it right now, but it looks absolutely amazing. You can click the button, the top left, to make it full screen, or you can have it to where navigation is on the side separately. This screen works really quick, really nice. I freaking love it. It is awesome to have this in a lower trim, or the lowest trim truck you can get. It is super cool. Up here is going to be your stop start. Turn that off so your truck doesn't turn itself off at every red light. Backup camera, you can turn that on here. Hazards, traction control, stability track. So throw this thing in reverse. You can turn off your backup sensors. If you do this, you can see your hitch angle. Let's go back. This gives you a weird 180 view. Yes, if you open the door, it will throw itself back into park. Safety feature is still here, so you can't hop out and expect it to take out somebody or whatever the case. Either way, super nice. Both screens, amazing. Steering wheel, pretty cheapo feeling, but it is what it is. Shifter, kind of cheapo feeling. It is what it is. You can put it in manual mode. We do that, hit the M, and then you can toggle through what gear you want, obviously, in no mile per hour. You can only go into second. Either way, that's nice. Down here, you got your, thankfully, physical knob, so you can just reach over and adjust your volume. Single zone climate, so your passenger is getting what you want, or you're getting what your passenger want. But here in a regular cab, that kind of is a given. So 2 high, 4 high, 4 low, no 4 auto, but any vehicle that I've had 4 auto in, I've never used it. I know when I need to be at 4-wheel drive, and you can obviously just click it. Now you do have drive modes. So all the way to the left, it's gonna be sport, then you got eco, then you got trailer, then you got normal, wet, slippery, and then off-road. Ford, it would be really cool if you had whatever truck I'm driving right here, rather than having a Platinum. I'm in a 2-door XL, come on now. You do have a locking rear diff. Push that button in, she's locked. I think it only stays locked until 20 miles an hour. But yeah, that's how you can do a 2-wheel burnout instead of a 1-wheel peel. Plugs, whatever the case is. The only thing I found that was like, oh, come on, Ford quality, edit again. Not the best. That one's not the best, but oh well. Typical stuff. Whatever the case, got a bunch of room behind the seats. Could definitely throw some subs. Yeah, dude, that's freaking her. And I think I already have a name for this thing. One of my buddies from baseball has a really nasty built 2-door cat eye. Hopefully he'll want to run this thing. I think it'd be a lot of fun, but I was telling him how I ordered this thing. Got me a 2-door short bed 5.0 4-wheel drive truck. And it was like, oh yeah, you got one of those cheat codes. And I was like, you know what? That rolls off the tongue pretty good. So I think we're gonna call this thing cheat code. Obviously he's talking about a 4-wheel drive truck. His is two-wheel drive with a big tire on the back. But yeah, cheat code sounds pretty freaking sick to me. What better way to end this video off than with a garage full of Oxford white Fords. It's crazy there's a 20-year difference between these two trucks. Over there, our 2004 6-liter Power Stroke, and then obviously our 2024 F-150 here. Currently stealing Lauren's garage space, which she's not happy about, but I feel like it deserves to sleep indoors, and I haven't decided who I'm kicking out, whether it's going to be Gamble from the garage or Chomper that typically stays in the basement. Now, this truck being 20 years older than this, it's pretty crazy how good of a condition this thing is. It's pretty freaking minty, I ain't gonna lie. As well as it's really nice to have the KG1s indoors, so they stay nice and clean and don't get rain spots and all that kind of stuff on them. And I know not everybody loves all the Ford content, but man, just stick it out. You might learn to love Ford. I've preached from the beginning. Every manufacturer offers awesome things in each truck. Obviously, people like to, be brand loyal to certain things. I've just never been. I love Ford. I love Chevy. I love GMC. Those are my top 3 picks. And then I love Toyota. I've never owned a Ram, but I like them. I freaking like them. I like 2nd, 3rd gen Dodges, specifically the 2500s from Ram. But you could give me an 06 1500 and dude, we're going to have one of those one day. I like that body style as well. This thing going from the work truck that it currently is to the absolute monster that I hope it to be, it's going to be a fun journey. So I think the next video is either going to be window tint, exhaust, or taking a lot of my friends for 0 to 60 runs, 4-wheel drive launches. Once I get some miles on this thing, I'm going to be driving the crap out of it this week. And then hopefully this weekend, I'm going to get everybody together or go to my friends and family and whatnot and get their reaction, because this thing is a pretty light truck. 4-wheel drive launches are going to be insane. I've only done like 3/4 throttle, and it's very impressive as is. So I can't wait for full throttle, full drive. But I'm trying to be responsible and get it properly broke in, get several hundred miles on it before we go full throttle, even though, most people that test drive vehicles, they go out and they full throttle it. So they're built for it. They can handle it, but I'm just trying to be responsible. Either way, this thing is going to be a lot of fun, and I'm stoked for it. Of course, we got to battle these things out between Cheat Code. Y'all let me know. We naming it that. I think it's a cool name, but also let me know. And Shorty, because we have a modified 2011 5.3 versus a stock. This thing probably dusted, but we gonna give it its all. I think it'll be fun. Also, do y'all hear that clicking? One, absolutely freaking love Gamble's interior. Holy crap, it's amazing. Why are you clicking? I don't know. It just started. I've taken the little cover off the dash. I haven't figured it out. I think it has something to do with the column shifter and having to press the brake. I haven't figured it out. Why does this click? The key's not in it. It's still clicking. I haven't figured it out. Anyways, that's for...
That's for another video. Unless something goes terribly wrong, I'm going to put a Whipple on this truck, and it's going to make 700 plus wheel horsepower, and it's going to be absolutely killer. We're going to have awesome reactions. We're going to smoke Jacob. He's going to have to pay me $5. I'm going to dust his freaking 1,200 horsepower Duramax. Mark my words. Mark them, Jacob. I've been talking crap to him, even though he doesn't even know I got this. I'm filming this on Wednesday. I'm posting it on Thursday. Surprise, Jacob. If freaking Ford is going to dust your built motor, built trans, built everything, triple turbo, Duramax. Mark my words. It's just going to take me a little time because the Whipple's like 12 grand, 13 grand. But with all that said, hopefully y'all did enjoy. Be sure to leave a like on the video if you did enjoy. Dislike it if you don't like Ford. Subscribe if you're new. Ring that bell notification. Check out the first link in the description. That's going to be our merch. Every penny that you spend on that is going to go straight into the trucks for more modifications, more videos, more fun. And yeah, with that said, that's it, boys.